Hey everybody, thank you for stopping by and checking this video out. We are going to discuss the Aboron XXL folding camping cot. So let's take a look. Alright, so I did just recently have this out. I was doing a little camping and fishing in Colorado. Often I'll backpack, and this one I was able to drive in. Even though on the website it says it's a backpacking cot, I would not recommend it for that. I definitely recommend it for where you are driving in. So, throw that down. You see this strap, which is attached to it, helps keep it controlled while folding and unfolding. And as far as setting it up, it really is just that easy. Lock in again, just so you don't get a nice back shot of me or another one. Lock in, push that down, push that down. Often you'll hear it snap, which is good. Occasionally when you're first setting it up, that may pop back up. Don't worry about it, just do it once or twice. Once it's in place, you're good to go. Again, this is an XXL 78 by, I believe it's 32 by 18. Now, one thing I will say is it's not a true 32. It is 32 if you go by the edge of the material. But if you can see, the bar is right here. Here's the inside. You lose about 2 inches on each side. When I lay on that, and I'm 6'1", 6'2", as Ron White would say, depending on which convenience store I walk out of, and I'm just on the south side of 300, about 290. So having something wide, having something strong is real important. But when I lay on it, my arms do just barely rest on the rails. But let me grab the pad. That does make a bit of a difference. So when it originally comes, this mat is shrink wrapped, super condensed, paper thin kind of thing, and is wrapped around the main structure, which by the way is real solid. One of the things I do anytime I'm dealing with this sort of material is I take it out and I put it in the dryer for about 10 minutes, get a good fluff, get some heat going to it. It tends to puff up for you a little bit more. It is a two-tone, so you can go gray or blue. I actually prefer blue, but I held it over on this side to show you how it has this almost envelope seam to hook up to the top, as well as it has the two corner straps, so helps you keep it from anti-sliding around. And it's not super tight, so you're not fighting yourself. You can go either direction with that, and here you go. Now, one of the things too, I'm gonna pull this back off to show you. If you notice, I have a nice little kicker here. Gives you just a little bit of elevation. And again, if you're 6 foot or under, you can choose whether you use this. 6'2", like I said, kind of bumping it, but still not a big deal, not an issue. And I actually kind of preferred it with my pillow, helped hold my head up a bit. But 18 inches, you figure an average toilet's probably 16. So if you're hitting one of these main areas, you can still get a nice seat spot here in case you want to do something. However, if you do sit back, it tends to taco on you a little bit. So trying to get out of it, especially if you're bigger in this area, can be harder. But still, not a big deal. As you can see, even with my arms right to the sides, I'm hitting those bars. So you're smaller than that, not an issue. What I just do when I'm sleeping, as you see, I'm moving around, plenty of stability for the weight. I just lay on my side most of the time, and I tend to sleep really good. And if you need any more padding, you can throw an extra sleeping bag on there. But let me pull this up. And you can pop this off. Actually, I popped it off. I have a second one. I popped both of them off, put them in the back seat of my truck. My wife wasn't feeling so good, so she laid back there and slept on the way home. Made a nice little bed back there for her. But you can kind of see thickness-wise. You figure 2 to 3 inches. When I put it all back, I leave that out and just stack it separately. Now, when you go to fold this up, it's not that hard. Literally just kind of, for lack of a better phrase, break it. So break the lock. And then you can actually, there's a way you can kind of pick up on this thing, but I actually just kind of like to grab here, there, watch your fingers. I just let gravity do its work. Pull this up. There's a strap right there. And let it kind of do its own thing. Squeeze in. Done. Over. And as far as putting it away, like anything, it's really not a big deal putting it into the bag. Occasionally you'll catch, but I just do. Just gonna get it started. And that's that. Slept comfortably on it. It's almost a little too big for my tent, but as far as being able to handle weight and size, the XXL definitely did the job. So enjoy, happy sleeping. So I bought mine in May 2024 for like $88, $89, somewhere in there. You'll need to check your prices just to make sure where they're at now, depending on what promotions they have. The pros for this is it is definitely sizable. Even with that little bit of a difference on the edges, still wide, and it fit me. I have no issues with weight things. So, I mean, me saying I'm heavy doesn't bother me because I am. And being heavy and then having a nice strong structure, like I said, it will taco on you a little bit. I tend to, I look at pictures and I see these little, 5 foot nothing, 100 pound, if you're lucky, women sitting on them, and they're talking about how firm it is, and I'm thinking, well, yeah, different ball game for me though. You definitely are going to sink in there a bit, but it gives you plenty of support. And with the pad and any extra padding you want to put on there if you need to, it definitely you sleep comfortably. That tilted headrest, nice little added feature, easy to lay out, easy to put back in. Price to me, I thought it was pretty fair considering. The cons are that it's heavy. It's not unbearable, but it's definitely not backpacking weight. So hey, if you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful to you, please like, subscribe, and put any comments down there below. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them the best I can for you. If it's going to help you out, I know I use YouTube a ton for searching products, looking at reviews, real life reviews, rather than the AI generated kind. I kind of like seeing a face and seeing how well I can begin to trust them based off their feedback. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and get outdoors, man. Get outdoors and enjoy.